Route 62 on the outskirts of Ujideka town in tea growing country. Today's plan is to link up 6 tracks, and all going well I should emerge at the town of Ujideka on the banks of the Ujideka River. All of those tracks I've had the pleasure of experiencing over the past couple of months, both on foot and on bike. The other 2, it's a matter of fingers crossed that they're there, but I can't see why they won't be there. All along the tracks are these markers. I thought at one stage that these were markers that separated the boundary between the 2 towns that I'm on, but I don't think it is. I think it marks out a track. There are some parts of the track where the track and the marker pegs part company. But not to worry, they do rejoin each other. This way would be probably the softest way. About 20 minutes in, I've reached my first junction. If I was to continue straight ahead, it would take me through tea plantation onto Route 321 with Ujideka town on one end and Ujideka town on the other. But my track is up here. From here it's undulating, up and down, up and down. So, find somewhere I can stop and have a drink. The track, as you can see, is well marked. These here are put up by people who own the rights to pick the matsutake mushrooms. They're right through here, I've seen 1 or 2. The reason they're protected, all these people have the rights, is that these mushrooms are very expensive to buy. Well, I think I found an ideal spot to stop for a break, have a nice coffee and a banana before moving on. As I said, the track is undulating. I've reached a stretch of track that descends. It sort of zigzags, but one has to be careful, especially with the loose leaves and that and the wet ground. Well, I'm an hour in and I arrived at my second junction. Now there are several tracks converge here. This is where I've just come from. Okay, there is another track of sorts down here, I think. I haven't been down there, but I might come back here one day and check it out. Another track goes down here, which I have experienced. I was on my bike on that occasion, and down the bottom there, just 100 metres or so away, is Route 321. And then my destination is up this hill here. Quite an interesting collection of markers and signs and God knows what not. I've arrived at my third junction of the day, which has just emerged from beneath that power pylon. From here, I clamber up this track for about 1 kilometre before branching off at the next junction. But I recently discovered another track that starts or finishes here, and that's up into the bush here. This track takes you to another power pylon before descending down the hill to the Green Park Recreation Reserve. One of the hazards of hiking through the bush, the forest, is that you don't get any views. So this is about one of the only views I'm going to get today. That's my second segment of track over that hill, and I've come around through here. Another good view of, well, the hills surrounding Ujideka town and Mozaka town. The peak in the middle of the picture is Jubu-san, or Mount Jubu, or 632 metres high. Just not much of a view from up the top, but just below the base of the summit is Kontaiji Temple. Which brings me to my fourth junction of the day. Now this section of track is one section I have not yet explored. But my research is go by. My destination is the base of that power pylon. Again, fingers are crossed. Okay, I've reached the junction. 1, 2, 3. Now I've got to be conscious here that there are some tracks that lead back down into Ujideka town. I don't want to find that I get onto one of those and end up back where I began. But I think this is the one that's going to take me to my next power pylon. Okay, the next power pylon. There are millions of these throughout Japan. But the ones that are located in isolated spots like this have these access tracks to them. Now I've been here before. I was here about 2 weeks ago on my bike, so I'm back in familiar territory. This is my next destination and a break for lunch. Just below me there is the town of Ujideka, where about 3 hours ago I stepped off my bus and headed to the start of the trek. Seems a long time ago. Seems like I've covered many kilometres. Well, I've reached another junction. Now this was the point 2 weeks ago when I came here on my bike. I've just come down this track here from the power pylon, and this track here takes you back down to another sort of little road, albeit unsealed. But my next destination is along this segment of track, which is the second segment of the day that I've not explored before, and lunch at Gonzan. Well, welcome to Gonzan, or Ushitoriyama, whatever one, all 443.8 metres in height. The 12 o'clock bells have just rung, which indicates time for a break and time for a spot of lunch. Sadly, no views, but it's the outdoors. Well, welcome to the summit of Gonzan for Mount Ujideka. 3 hours ago I was getting off my bus. Done quite well, done very well. I didn't think I'd be here by this time. Oh, something about having lunch sitting at the top of the mountain. So I've got my cafe au lait and my chocolate breadsticks to eat. As I'm in no hurry, I'm going to sit here and relax and enjoy them. Perfect day. The sun's not out, but it's quite warm. Gee, oh, okay then. Oh well. Itakimasu. Oh, lovely. Lovely. Well, this is all new to me. From here on through until my next junction. So we need to take it from there. Okay, I'll turn that camera off, save on my battery. Oh, didn't see where I was walking, did I? Okay, lunch break is over. Time to move on. A little bit of a scout round here. And I see a track leading away from the summit to my next destination. Oh, yeah. I've reached another junction and debating which way to go. Both are marked. This is where I've just come from. There's a track up that way and a track down there, and then none of these are on the map. I think that track descends down into Ujideka. So I'm going to cross my fingers again, and I'm going to head up here because my next destination is Mount Tarayama. Well, I've just made a very rapid descent from what I think might have been Mount Tarayama. And I've reached this junction with this track, which about 5 minutes ago was the track that I had passed on my way up to Tarayama. So from here I carry on down. So I'm wondering whether I'm going to end up not at Ida, as planned, but back at Ujideka. It looks like I've reached another junction. A track there and a track there. Oh dear. Oh dear. Tarayama, I do believe. Yes. Here we go, all 433 metres. So I'm back on track. I know where I am now. There's a bit of a grunt coming up that hill. Okay, this is interesting. This is the Tarayama. Okay, I thought that was the one back there. Okay, well that's interesting. I'm glad I took that track. I've reached a junction back there. I thought I'll take this track. Alright, oh well. Bit of a hairy moment back there. track markings become few and far between, in some places non-existent, and I found myself bushbashing. So I heard a stream, decided to head for that to see where I emerged at, and it was upon another track that I really didn't want to be on. So as I'm doing good time, I'm feeling fit, I sort of did a U-turn and then back into the bush. Now I've discovered this track, so I'm hoping I might be back on course again. Okay, I now know where I am. I'm back on familiar territory. I came through here a couple of weeks ago on my bike, part of one of my exploration trips. And from here, well, basically I'm in Ujideka. Okay, suddenly this is just closed in. And I suggest to you, if you're coming down here on a bike, you get off and you walk it down, like I did. Unless you're in some death wish. Or you've got a very good bike and very experienced mountain biker. There's no way in hell you'd get me coming down here. I can hear the sounds of civilization not far away, so I don't think I'm very far from the end of my walk. Can't excuse the noise, but here ends another brilliant hike. I have arrived planned Ujideka. We watch people spraying the teapot. Hey, civilization. That was a great walk. I'm going to do it again from this end so I can find out where I went wrong, where the track and I parted company. Yeah, it's difficult to say. So I'll just turn this around to face yours truly. From here I'm going to walk down to Kitanabe, catch the train home, and a couple of cold beers on the way. So guys, this has been another great outing from yours truly, the Outdoorholic. Sayonara.